Hello, this is Terry from Sturgis, South Dakota at Fabric Junction, and today I'm bringing you a quilt that we call Rock and Roll. It actually is made out of our lovely fabric jewels, and it can be done in two sizes. The one that I have hanging here is the smaller of the two, the 67 by 75, or you can make it 60 by 90. And what we used was 3 packs of our 8.5-inch squares, and any one of these would make a lovely rock and roll quilt with all their variety of color. And all you have to do is pick out the coordinate that you want to go with it. So today I'm going to show you how I make our little block. We cut strips that are 8 3/4 by 3 inches wide. You'll have your center strip that's 3 by 8.5, and then a series of 3 3/8 inch squares that you will cut in half diagonally. So to start off, once you have your squares cut in half, you have your stack of pieces. We need to take our background color or our constant color and convert it into a trapezoid. And the easiest way to do that is to find your 45-degree angle on your ruler, or if you have a square that has the line corner to corner, which a lot of our squares do, that makes it very easy to cut. So you line up that line across the bottom, the tip goes to the point here, and this angle is a 45-degree angle. So once we have it lined up, we're going to cut it. There we go. We get one side, I'm going to flip it. Again, I have my line lined up across the bottom. Line it up. We get our 45 on the other side. One little thread there. Where'd he go? There he is. Okay. And we have cut our trapezoid. Now to sew these, we take our angle and we line it up on that point to the here. And as you see, when you line it up, it'll line pretty straight this way. You line up straight this. You have your overhang. That's basically your seam allowance. Now, I have to admit, this is not my favorite way of feeding into the machine, but it still works. So I load it so that my needle is getting ready to drop right where it's supposed to, so I can get that tail as far forward onto the feed dogs as I possibly can. So I start one, I do my next one, again I bring it in as close, as forward as I can, because I don't want that little tip to drop me down. Because a lot of times they do. You can separate your stack if you would like. A lot of times I leave it on there. So now when I'm going from the other direction, again I line it up. I know my needle is going to go down right there. So I get it into the machine that far. I don't want to pull on these because we've got to remember those are bias cuts. This way my next piece is right there waiting for me. And again. separate, and now we're going to press. Most of the time I like to press to the dark, and you can with this, but once I do this, sometimes it's just easier to press the other direction. Otherwise, if you want to press the other way, you flip it over and get it going from the right side. You can go either way on this particular project, especially if you're using a dark as your constant. So either way, doesn't make a difference. The important thing is to trim your dog ears. Get rid of those little points. Going from this way, we've got one extra one. Once you have that part put together, now you need to sew those together to make your block, and that is your block. Once you have your blocks made, what you need to do is start placing one of them up and down, and then give this second one a quarter turn. So as you can see on the quilt, as we go across our row, here's one up, quarter turn, up, quarter turn, up. And this is what gives us our fun look, nice and simple as we do. And I laid mine out this way and sewed it together in rows. And like I said, you can make this one in 2 different sizes. It's fun, it's easy, and pick out a beautiful color to be your constant throughout it. We do have the pattern will be posted on our website. It is one of our freebies again, so check it out. And hopefully you'll want to make it with some of our lovely fabric jewels that we have to offer here at Fabric Junction. Again, thank you for watching us here, and I hope you enjoy rock and roll.